Hello guys, welcome back to the series. This is episode 2 of the custom mod pack that I've got going for 1710. You can see here the progress the quarry has done within the fence lines. It has bored out a pretty good chunk for me. I thought about it afterwards and I thought the world hull upgrade not really necessary out here. If you think about it, it's a desert. So what the Ender Quarry normally does is it replaces whatever chunks it picks up with dirt. So in a desert where it's all sand anyways, it would not have mattered that it was replacing it with dirt. I'd still be able to tell which lands it had gone ahead and destroyed and taken all the ore out of. So maybe I won't do that in the future. It doesn't add any drain to it, so I'm not particularly worried about it, but maybe I won't do that next time. You can also see that underneath it, it's all mined out, but it did take the Ender Quarry World Hull upgrade with it when it did, so it cannot exist on this side of the Ender Quarry, unfortunately. So to use more than like one upgrade, you'd need to use the Ender boundary markers rather than using the fences. I think. I mean, I've got it on there now because now it's like past this point. It's gone all the way around, so it's sticking around. It's not going anywhere at this point, I feel, but it definitely did, and I had to put it back on. So let's jump over and take a look at the results thus far, like how many materials it's gained for me. Of course, the largest material it's gained is not dirt, sorry. Thought that one was dirt. Stone. It's got quite a bit of stone available for me, but that's good, because this stone is used for lots of things. I've got lots of uses for plain stone, and this means that we don't have to go ahead and bake the stone to get it here. We can just have smooth stone available to us, thanks to that Silk Touch upgrade on the quarry. But in here you can see these are the materials we've gained so far. Lots of sand and sandstone, of course, but then there's lots of other stuff in there too. Got a full stack, 64 of coal, got some silver, a few diamonds, a little bit of emeralds, and then some various other things. Mostly I'm interested in Certus quartz, because guys, we waited a long time in the last series to get into AE. It took us a while to get to that point that we wanted to jump into it, but in this one I don't want to. I want to get to Applied Energistics pretty fast, because it's the superior storage for anything in Minecraft. I haven't seen anything to top it, and so being able to use it in the series as quickly as possible will be most beneficial to us, because then we can just go to one location for all of our items, which is going to be here. This is going to be the storage repository for all of my Applied Energistics stuff. I'm just going to leave it all going in here, because this is a safe place, and once I put portals in, then anybody will be able to get here. Since this is not a full-on server with like many different people, it's really just me and like my wife and a couple of friends, I don't mind sharing all of my resources with anybody that wants to come across them. I don't have to try to protect anything like I did in the last one. But yeah, guys, so let's see, the plan for today, if we can get enough Certus quartz done, then we will go ahead and start on that Applied Energistics stuff early. That's really my next goal, is to get to that stage where we can have a network up and running. Now, I'm not talking about full automation yet. That stuff takes time. But getting to the point where we can just have a drive set up with several of the drives in it, storing all of the items, that's where we want to get to today. So I'm going to work towards that, maybe do a few things on the other side. Hopefully we can get to taking down one of those battle towers. Really like to see a couple of friends jump on with me, but some people are having trouble getting connected, mostly because they're doing other things. Unfortunately for me, Minecraft is really all I've got, so I'm spending a lot of time on this, and not a lot of other people are. But we will try to get something done today in that field as well, with the exploration and destruction of something. I'm also going to work a little bit more on Botania, because at the very least, I want to get a set of Mana Steel armor up and going. You can see I've already got a Mana tablet ready, and up here I've got a band of aura on. So I've already kind of started building up the mana. I'm hopefully going to get a lot of mana into this tablet as well, so that way it would be able to hold all of the durability for all of the various things that I'm going to be crafting out of the Mana Steel. But yeah, guys, so those are the two plans. Mana Steel equipment and also AE, maybe a battle tower if I can find either become tough enough myself that I can handle it, or if another couple of people jump on with me, then we'll all take it together. So I'll see you in a little bit with a little bit of a progress update. Alright, it's been a few days since my last cut. I haven't really gotten to play on the server terribly much over the weekend because I've had to do a lot of stuff to prepare for like parties and stuff. But look at this, guys. Let's take a look here. Bam! Like half a mana pool going on just day blooms. I think I said this last time when we were looking at it, but it's kind of astonishing to me the amount of stuff that can get done with Botania just with time. I mean, of course, if I set up some other mana-generating plants, then obviously it would work out better for me. But yeah, just time, and we've got half a mana pool. And I think that's plenty to get us the mana steel that we need here. So I'm just going to start dumping it in. Yep, all 24 were able to get done. So that gives us enough for the mana steel equipment here, so we don't have to worry about it not running out of durability for items like we do right now with all of the chainmail and iron stuff that we've had set up in the past. So let's hop over here and we'll craft us up some equipment. So there's the helmet, and how about a shirt? And then we'll get the pants. And then the boots. And there we go, guys. We've got our electric steel equipment done. And as the band of mana, or aura, sorry, that I showed you earlier starts to build up mana into the tablet here, we will have infinite durability, essentially, just with time. That's all it takes for that tablet to fill up. And eventually, if we get to the stage where we can make Terra Steel stuff, then the band will get even better. It'll generate mana so much faster to go along with all the equipment that we're using. So, yay, we got it. I'm going to work towards enchanting it using the old bushes down here. Getting the essence berries so that I can get enough experience to do it. And then also I wanted to show you that I crafted up some of the mana pylons. I don't know if I showed you that I had done this before, but they have been here for a while so that I could use this advanced enchanting table. We looked at them last season. They're pretty easy to craft, and they give you, I think, between the two of them, 30 levels of enchantability, maybe more. If I look at the enchantment table here, it says the max enchantment level is 42 right now, and I believe before it was 10, so that would be 32 levels from the two of them. And I don't know if I can add more, like if I went 2 blocks back that way and put in a third one, if it would get more. But really 42, that's enough to get most things done that I'm doing in one enchanting spree. Because I don't have this set up with automation yet, so I don't have just tons and tons and tons of essence berries. But this is working out for us, guys. This is working out for us. So yeah, speaking on millinaire, by the way, I did figure out that there is a third coin. Absolutely. It's the denier ore. I got one of those, and I don't know if this is sort of game-breaking to the mod or whatever, but you can just sell them endless cobblestone. So if you've got any kind of cobblegen going, you can see here I'm just going right through it. If you've got any kind of cobblegen going, which the mods have no lack of cobblegens available to them, to be able to get any of the stuff from them, then your reputation grows, you become a famous trader. You also get the ability to buy their buildings and to get your housing that you can get through them done as well. So if I come over here and, gosh, it's so hard in this little alleyway that I don't think is supposed to look this way, but it is so hard in this alleyway to actually target the chief. Find and target the chief. Mostly, I think he's bouncing around just as much as the others because he's doing like his duties, because there is a certain amount of time that he has to spend like away from the main pyramid doing stuff. Because all the villagers do have jobs, so they do all have to do something. Although it seems like most of them have the job of talking, because so many of them are always off to chat. Sometimes he appears in here. Let's go check the other building that he sometimes appears at. Oh, there he is. Hey, Chief. So yeah, favorite trader. I've got the first house already built, although it doesn't have a roof. I don't know if that's intentional. I've got the second one requested, but they haven't built it yet. And I can just go through each day and give them my little praise or slander. I'm trying to keep everybody at least fair with all the other villages that we found, because I want them to, obviously, the more that they trade with other villages, the more stuff that they have, and the more stuff that's available to me. So I just keep on trading them cobblestone, and it keeps on increasing my reputation, and also it keeps on giving me their money. Not that they have anything that I've really wanted to buy so far, but I'm sure at some point, once they get markets going and trade relations with others and stuff like that, eventually there'll be some rare materials that I want to buy. Notably, I'm low on gold. I don't have like any gold. So I'm hoping that eventually they'll get some of that, and then I can use that for other stuff. The quarry is still kicking around, but has not picked up any gold yet. I don't know. I think over here this is the latest building that they've built. It's an import-export kind of thing, as far as I can tell. If we go inside, because the signs are in here for some reason, you can see that there's a visitors list, and then goods traded sign. And if we click on it, and it says nothing in here yet, because it just got built, so they haven't done anything with it yet. If I click on this one, then you can see that this guy has embraced the trading career. So I imagine that that's like a dude who goes off to other villages and begins brokering trade deals with them of import-export natures. So yeah, millinaire is quite the blast, guys. I mean, aside from the fact that maybe I'm breaking it with the infinite cobblestone gen, not having to mine it myself, I mean, even if I did, it would just take a little bit more time, because all it would take is mining to get more cobblestone. The village is really progressing, though. They've done lots and lots of architecture on it. Even just ornamental type stuff like this is getting done, which is quite impressive, actually. I think the pyramid will eventually look very, very menacing to those who would travel towards me. And I'm hoping that eventually they'll get some houses built for me, and I'll just move all my stuff into it, and that way I don't have to fear them destroying my plot of land over there, because they already did break up some of it, and I had to replant a few things. But this here is the house that they said they built for me, as far as I can tell. Like, it doesn't have a sign on it, so I don't know that it's the house they built for me. But it said that it was just like 23 meters to the southwest of that building, and this is, I assume that 23 meters is blocks. So this is about 23 blocks to the southwest, and there's no one in it, and it's got no roof. So I don't know if that is actually complete, or if that's some kind of a bug or what. But anyways, guys, yeah, progressing nicely here with this, as well as getting the stuff from the quarry done. Continuing along with our adventures into Britannia, I finally crafted the Horn of the Wild. So, if we were to go up to any kind of grassy field now, we can just blow all of this stuff away. There we go. So very quick, very efficient, easy to pick up. We can use it all later, and we can just clear out massive swaths of land now without needing to worry about taking all the time necessary to break all of the grass to get the land ready. Love this item. Probably my favorite item from Britannia, and it's really easy to craft. So you get yourself some of the tall grass, which you get by shearing on a piece of tall grass, so with a pair of shears, of course, and then you take some living wood and you craft it around it thusly. So the pasture seeds, as I was saying, comes from putting tall grass into the mana pool. It takes a very, very, very small amount of mana to make one, and then you craft it up, and then you have the Horn of the Wild. Yay! Dang, guys, check this out. So, in working with the village and just selling stuff over and over again until I got like a really high disposition with them, I helped them craft a few of their buildings by selling them supplies, and I just kept up with all of the construction work they had posted on the signs, and they built me this house. This is the third tier house. Like, I had two others that were built before this, but they were very small things. One of them didn't even seem to get done. But if we come down here, you can see that it's pretty swank. Now, this is what they built for me. All the bookshelves, the two beds, the sort of mantelpiece here. And then they had some normal chests up against those walls and here, and two of the furnaces. Now, they also gave me two crafting tables, but I replaced those for crafting stations because it's just better. And then I put in the furnaces from the other place, so I've got those four there that I added on. And then I exchanged all of the chests that they gave me for better chests, because they're upgradable and very nice to have, and also can hold more stuff if I just use those instead. The ladders came with it, and then, but yeah, they built me a house. How cool is that? So I moved everything over here. I've got all the stuff in these chests that I had before, and if we come over here, I made a little trap door in what I assume is the fireplace, because it just seemed awesome. Got a chunk loader back over here, and then I've set up the thing for Soul Shards Reborn. I'm not sure which Soul Shard I want to go for first. That's why I haven't used it yet. But it's definitely there. Got all the Tinker stuff moved over. My wife started getting into Flans, so we got that there. Enchantment table. And then over here is another pathway down, in which I've put the Essence Berry bushes that I've got so far. Really want to get this automated, but I haven't gotten to the stage where I've got portable power yet. And then I've got all of the Ender Lily seeds here. So let me just go ahead and harvest those up and replant them. Endstone, very, very easy to make. Very, very easy to make indeed. Not having any trouble with that at all now. To a stage where it's quite easy for me. Got enough of them. Quite good, quite good. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Just like random stuff for the village. They have a whole bunch of like tiny, I would almost call them like side quests that you can do for them. Like one of them is, hey, I haven't seen my friend in a while. Will you go check on him? And then you go and you find the guy and he's like, oh my god, I've been bit by a spider. Can you make an antidote for me? And then you go and find his wife and you make an antidote. That's one common one. Another common one is, hey, I want some eggs because I want to take some chickens back to my home village. Some visiting trader or something like that wants you to bring some eggs back for him so that way he can take them back home. So, yeah, I get lots of reputation for that stuff. They're all repeatable for the most part. I did get into what seems like a main quest. I just got to tell you about it real quick. We'll look at my millionaire menu here so you can see where I'm at. I found a shaman. I completed 2 of the missions for it. It says the first one was just to find some stuff, some monster drops for the shaman, so that way he could perform a ritual, which there was no effects for. I did not get to see him perform a ritual or anything like that. He just took the items from me and then said he was done and told me to speak with the chief, and the chief had me get some equipable armor, like some iron armor and some iron swords that he could give to his villagers. So yeah, that's where I was at on that. I had another one where he told me that like they feared a king from a neighboring village, might be involved with some demons, but I haven't gotten to do that one yet, and it's not showing up in the quest menu as the next stage. So I think I just got to find the shaman again and talk to him. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. I am working towards improving the other world as well. If we go ahead and zip over there. Watch all the pretty effects. Then we can see here, I set the smeltery up here, and I've just added a chest that's pumping in the different materials like as they come through on the quarry, and then they just get deposited here and then moved out. I did have a liquid transfer node there to pump it directly into blocks, but I had to pull it off because I was doing some more endstone. And then over here, I've got a sag mill set up with a magmatic dynamo, which is getting lava pumped in from the ender tank that's still on the ender pump in the nether. It comes around and then deposits into that, and then it gives power around to both the energy acceptor here to power the crystal growth accelerators and the sag mill. That's as far as I've gone on AE yet. I haven't found enough meteors to get myself the plates yet, so I can't even really get going on that too terribly much. But I am working on it, guys. That's still the plan for today. Still definitely the plan for today. But I will get cracking on that. I'm going to go exploring to try to find some meteors, hop in my sweet Archimedes ride, and see what I can find, guys. So I just cracked open all of the diamonds that I've got from the quarry running for a while, and 42 is what I came up with my Fortune 3 pickaxe. I also wanted to show you that I did go out exploring, and I came across the necessary plates to do the Applied Energistics stuff. It took me 3 or 4 meteors, I think, to find all of them. I was pretty lucky. I found the first 3 together. Like, I found 3 different ones in a single meteor, and then it took me 2 more to actually get this. Or no, I found these 3, and then it took me 2 more to get another one of those, and that one. I can't remember. Anyways, so I got that put together. I've got the 5 inscribers for the 4 different plates, and then putting them together, and the charger so that I can keep charged Sortis quartz around, and of course I've got a good amount of Sortis quartz that I've either found, quarried, or grown. And then I wanted to point out that I also, in one of the dungeons, found a division sigil. It was in just a little forest temple, like a vanilla Minecraft forest temple, that I got one of those. So I also got an enchantment table and some redstone together to perform that ritual to activate the division sigil. But I had this thought, like, it would be very dangerous for me to perform that ritual on this server because of the extra monsters that would spawn. Almost immediately deadly, I feel. If I could do it inside here, inside the spirit world, then that would be another thing, but time does not have the same kind of meaning here, so I don't think I'd be able to. Anyways, I just wanted to show you that I was making progress. I'm going to go ahead and get this extended out. I think that I can just add extra Fluix cable and then put the inscribers and the charger on it. I'm not sure if it works the same where I have to have channels, but either way it still should be less than 8, even if it's powering that and then the 4 other things. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that, but I'm going to give it a swing and see if I can. And if not, then I'll look at other options real quick. But yeah, making some good progress here. About to put it all together and begin the Applied Energistics network. Alright, so in my search for trying to get this AE2 network up and going, I just decided that I needed to go ahead and make the ender markers so I could make a bigger quarry, because I'm having to reset it just about every day, even with the very limited power system that I've put on it, and that's starting to get kind of annoying. So I made a whole bunch of enderflux crystals and a QED, which you should know the recipe by now. We've all looked at it before. And then I'm going to put this here and this here, or other way around. Yeah, there we go. 3 and 3, and then 3 ender pearls, so that way I can get the markers. Now this is going to take just a little bit more time than it did before, because before we had way more of these things, but I don't have the infrastructure up yet. I don't have that many resources and materials that are put together for me yet. But we're getting there. We are getting there. We are getting there. As you can see, I've crafted up some of the AE stuff. I've got, I'm working towards the crafting monitor at the moment, and I've already got the drive in place. I think I showed you that earlier. But yeah, so there we go. We made our ender markers, so now let's go and make a super-sized quarry. Alright, so we got ourselves a nice place here. It includes one of these big 4 pillars, as it were, that'll include some good resources for us. We've got the power pumping in, ender chest connected, world hole, and silk touch upgrade applied. Not interfering with any villages, though there are a couple of them nearby. Not hitting any of the battle towers, although there's a couple of those nearby. So let's kick this on. Yeah, there we go. Successfully established boundaries. So it's not a super huge area. I mean, like, it's going to be like 80 by 80 or somewhere in that vicinity, though. But that's a lot bigger than we've been doing. We've been doing like a 16 by 16, which is definitely smaller than what we need for the type of things that we're trying to get done. So yeah, we're just going to let this mine up for a little bit, and then I'm going to get back to work on that storage system. And we're back, and we've put everything together for a sort of basic network. So we've got a drive down here, interface over here, 4 of the storage devices. I just went with the 16Ks because I thought that was a good starting point, and then we've got ourselves a crafting terminal, of course. So let's just go ahead and slap this down. We'll do it underneath and let it link in power that way, and then we'll throw down our crafting terminal right there. Got this interface just for throwing stuff into the network really fast, really easily, and then we'll throw in the drives. So that one, that one, that one, that one. Boom. Now you can see there, it's orange already. I have already put some stuff into the network. I tested it out before I jumped on here, of course. If we look here, yeah, check it out. We've got plenty of stuff already logged into the network. So, that being done, the next thing that I really need to get done to help out everybody else on the server is I need to make a portal to this place. I'm also hoping that maybe I can link up a whole bunch of portals together, like for places like this. I could get everybody on the server to use their key and then give me access to that room as well. Then we could have a whole bunch of these things that are handling all of the really intensive stuff on the network, and then at our bases, as we're looking at stuff out there, then there wouldn't be anything that's that causes a lot of lag anywhere else on the server aside from this dimension. I don't know, it's kind of a thought. But yeah, so we got our AE network up. Super happy about that. Alright, and after looking at the time, that's where we're going to end the episode. Big accomplishment, got a lot of stuff done. Now I've got to move everything over here into the network, get a few more machines going. But hey, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on the episode. If there's something that you want to see me do, let me know. In the first episode, I did go ahead and put the mod list in the description. There was a link that you could click to go to a sort of a screen capture of it. So if you see anything in the mods there that you'd like to see me work on specifically, hey, let me know. If you do want to come back for more, please subscribe to the channel, because it's going to keep going for a little bit, because this is kind of all that I can do still. And we'll see you next time, guys. Have a great day.